Welcome to Leila's International Kitchen. Today I'm going to make focaccia bread. Focaccia, it's a very easy bread to make and it's kind of a gateway to start making different kinds of bread. Let's start. The ingredients are 4.5 cups of all-purpose flour or bread flour, a cup of cherry tomatoes, 3 stems of rosemary, 1 teaspoon instant yeast, half of a teaspoon salt, a teaspoon sugar, a tablespoon garlic powder, some salt flakes, half of a cup of olive oil, and 2 cups of warm water. Now I'm going to use a large mixing bowl to add my ingredients. First I start with my dry ingredients. Just quickly give it a stir. Now I'm going to add my water gradually. The water temperature should be between 120 to 130 Fahrenheit. That is a good temperature to activate the yeast. This dough is very sticky and it's a little bit hard to work with that, but the good thing that you don't need to knead it. It depends on your flour. You need to add less or more water. And because of that, I asked you to add it gradually. But at the end, I'm going to show it to you what consistency are you looking for. As you see, it's a very sticky dough and it's very hydrated. But don't worry about it. I'm going to show it to you how to work with it. That is the consistency that you are looking for. As you see, it's very sticky. I'm going to add a little bit olive oil in my hand to clean my spoon. I drizzle some olive oil at the top. I'm going to cover it and I'm going to let it rest for about 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm going to use the technique stretch and fold to shape my dough. I'm going to get some olive oil like that and I'm going to grab the dough, stretch it and fold it. Stretch it and fold it. Stretch it and fold it. I'm gonna get some olive oil again and again. Stretch it and fold it. Stretch it and fold it. Now I'm going to let it rest for another 20 minutes. I'm going to repeat this step 4 times. After the last 20 minutes of stretching and folding, I'm going to transfer the dough in the baking pan. Today I'm going to use a 9 by 13 inches baking pan. First, I'm going to drizzle some olive oil. Okay, I'm going to spread it all around. Now, I'm going to add my dough. Okay, I get some more olive oil. I'm going to put it in my pan. As I said, this dough is very sticky, so it's hard to work with. I'm going to let it rest here for about 20 minutes, and after that I'm going to spread it all around my pan. So I'm going to cover it for now and let it rest for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, as you see, the dough has raised and spread all around. Let's do the fun parts. Okay, now I'm going to separate some of rosemary leaves. Put my fingers in olive oil, like that. And I put it like this. You see the bubbles? It means that our bread is going to be very soft inside. Now I'm going to add the garlic in the olive oil. If you don't like garlic, you don't need to add it, but I really enjoy having garlic in my focaccia. Just stir it quickly. Okay, you can drizzle it all around. There are countless ways to make your toppings, but I myself prefer rosemary and tomatoes. I already cut my tomatoes in half and I gently push them in my dough. Now that I'm done with tomatoes, I'm gonna sprinkle the rosemary leaves on the top of the dough. Now the last step, I'm going to add salt flakes. Please be generous because you want to have a good tasty focaccia. Now I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees and I'm going to leave the dough to rest for about 15 minutes. At this time, you don't need to cover the dough. After 15 minutes, it's ready to pop in the oven. I'm going to bake it for about 25 minutes or until it's golden brown. After 25 minutes, our focaccia is ready. Let's look. It's nice golden brown, crispy outside and soft inside. It's perfect to make sandwiches or simply have it with vinegar and olive oil. Bon appetit!